Good morning and welcome back. If you can remember in the last video, managed to get the engine out, raise the engine mount a little bit, and then time to get this bad boy back in. But before we do, that turbo needs to come out and be replaced. Just a couple of little 15 mils there, and then that little annoying one down the back there, which I need to have a word with Di, because he's got the tool for that, and then get that turbo taken off and replaced. But as you can see, this is pretty much exactly how we left off, because that video was yesterday. I know it's like 3-4 days ago for you, but that's that. If you remember on this man, John's not here at the minute, but stripped this down, took the head off of it, which is not there anymore. But took the head off of it, realised that there's not that much damage actually. So luckily, not too much damage done by there. Mr. Dynamo, he's putting the lip on.
Right in.
I think last time we seen him, he was drilling out the spot welds, which are now done.
Yeah, was a little patchy here.
And a new lip.
New lip with the paint.
Bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh and
Test drive.
test drive. And then another van with exactly the same job.
Yay! You've had experience.
Yeah.
You loves it.
Yeah, man. It's got to be done, isn't it?
Di Wizard. Mr. Di is, everyone seems to know him.
Mr. Dad, yeah.
Right, you know that socket to get behind the turbo, to get that weird little...
Yeah.
Where's it to? Please.
Podcast. Magic socket.
The magic socket. Because then I'm going to change my turbo to put my engine in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Di. So we've got the magic special tool off of Di, so that can go around the back. Hopefully that can, there you go. And then we can get that off. So we've got the magic special tool. So that is that. And then that turbo can go on. As you can see, I have already partially undone. But that is my plan for the day. When John gets here, we'll have a little catch up with John. Anyway, enough of that ranting. I'm going to put the radio on and get on with work. So see you in a sec. I did not show that, but that bolt that's just down the back there, you can get to it if you go up through here. You snake your way up and you can get onto it through here. Fortunately, I can't really show you it very well. Now is the best opportunity to do this because it's off the engine. Off the van. Obviously doing it while it's on the van, it's a bit more of a pain in the arse. Also, when you're taking all this stuff off, make sure you take that off. I sort of forgot, it's the oil feed. Sort of forgot about that. But all the bolts are out, just need to undo that one a tiny bit more and the turbo will fall off. Right, feed and drain are off. Which now means turbo. Zwom. So, new one. That's all on. Just I have got a gasket for the oil. That's going to go on. And then I've got to put the oil feed on. I have to tighten up the downpipe because it is loose. Loosey-goosey. And that is all done. All tight. All gravy. Oh, come on. I had to move you because I couldn't get there. But that oil drain. As in, new gasket. I now need to put on the oil feed, which I need to steal off of this one. There's still that off of there. So I'm going to take that off, put it on there, put the feed on, and she is ready to go. So I'm going to put the camera down, do the last little few bits of this, pick the camera up, pick the camera up in a minute once putting that in there. See you in a sec. Right, here's that all put back together again. Managed to get all the feeds, all the bolts, everything's all nice and tight. Back how it should be. Now, back into its home, where it's going to stay.
Pop him a little bit.
Just like that, she's back in. Back into her home. This can go away. And she's back in where she lives. Happy days, doesn't she look good? I have got, obviously I'm going to paint this, which I can clearly do with the engine in it. Just give that a paint, chuck a bit of, like, flick some paint over it, try and match that as best I can. Might go over this a little bit because the welder just put a few black spots in it. But she is in. Happy, happy, happy. So that's that done. Nice big turbo. Don't she sit high? And now sits, don't know how well you're going to actually be able to see this, but she now sits above the subframe. Only just, but that's all we need. I'm going to get that lower gearbox mount on, probably do a little bit of painting. Engine is now officially in. She is not coming out again. She is staying there. So I'm going to get the paint out. Just going to do a few little bits and bobs. Pick us up in a minute. But yeah, look at this. Also, if you're not already following the Doghouse Facebook page, go over, give it a like. They're always posting everything they're doing on there, whether it's sort of MOT repairs or, in this case, finding out why the engine's not working, all the oil leaks and everything else that this thing had in, engine conversions and everything in between. Go over, give it a like, go see what they're up to, and if you need any work doing, drop them a message. There's like all their contact details are on the Facebook page as well. But I'm going to get a little bit more on this done. I'll pick this up in a minute once we're doing something a little bit different. So see you in a minute. Right, so as you've seen, that's all now bolted back in. A few more bits to do on that, but first everything is moved around. Should have got a camera out for it. But that is Di's next welding job. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. But that's here. That was over there. It's now here. Di's just finishing that off. This is here. All the vans are now gone outside. Mr. John has now got
a wee bit of welding there. Wee bit of welding here. We've got a bit of welding here and a little bit of welding. Yeah, and then the guy's got some new shocks going here, which we got ordered. Some new springs, and yeah.
New MOT.
Brand new.
So that's got a little bit of work to get through the MOT. Mr. Di's just doing the last little bits. He needs the ramp for it, or the pit, should I say. And that's going to keep them out of trouble. Me, I'm going to make sure that power steering line is routed where it needs to be before I bolt everything all back together again, because it needs to mount, I don't know how well we're going to see it, right on there, and then come through around to the front, and then get that bottom gearbox mount in, because at the moment she's a bit swingy. So I'm going to get that lot done, drive shafts in, and paint that. Definitely need to paint that. I'm going to do that now. It's a first job. But yeah, start routing the power steering line and what have you is my job. So that should be good fun. But yeah, first of all, get that painted. Once that's painted, I'll pick a camera up and you can watch me run all the rest of the lines. So see you in a sec. Right, so time for me to get this power steering line where it needs to be. Di is currently in the pit. Just doing a last little bit of sealant. As you can hear, John is doing rust repair. Need to get this power steering line. There's one side, there's the other. This one goes round the engine into the front, and then that one will loop round and go to the pump, which I have actually taken off, but goes about here. And then goes up. And goes on to that bit by there. Somehow I've got to make all this lot work. That bracket goes just up on that one there. Just about to see it at the end of my finger. So I'm going to play silly buggers and try and get that done. Then I can get that lower gearbox mount on so that my engine's not swaying around. And then that's probably it for today. Right. Oh, my paint job. Ooh. Well, that was a nightmare, but it's all tight down the back there. Just about see it. Line's all where it needs to be. Do need to tighten that side up there, that's not an issue. But we can get the gearbox mount in, get that in, and then at least the engine's a little bit more secure. That is the plan. That side in. There we go. There we go. All in. Nice and stable. Happy days. Need to give it back to John. Do need to sort of sort this power steering line out because it is a bit, a little bit bent, but I'm not surprised the amount it's, you probably can't actually see that very well. The amount of aggro she's had, not surprised. Today, hello, the brightest head torch. How are you getting on?
Put this stuff together now. Get the MOT.
Done.
And hopefully she's done, yeah.
She is now finito.
Yeah. Minus wing and down.
Finished put the wing on, obviously the doors, but this is now done. Just put the last few bits on. Di is now finished that. Happy, happy. And while I'm over here putting this tool back, how are we, sir?
I'm okay. Yeah.
How you getting on?
Not bad, thank you. Just cleaning up down here. Clean that. Clean that. Clean that. Clean the other side. We're just making a bit of patches.
Patches to make it completed.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You can see that one's also done, did. Ready for patches. Mr. John has been on the ball. Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. We'll do a few more bits and bobs, but that's going to be it. Leave these boys to do what they're doing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting out a Vardamass, and as always, take it easy.